You know how they say that art imitates life? I find that this is especially true when you sing ballads. Kind of like a couple weeks ago, I had kind of a sensitive conversation with my husband. I just had to share something with him that was, meaningful to me and emotional and kind of hard to get out. And so I sit him down and I'm like, hey, I'm kind of nervous to tell you about this, but, there's something that I need from you that I'm not getting. And this is, it's kind of hard to say, but I just really need you to listen. And here's what it is. And, I don't want you to hate me for saying this, but, the more I went through this conversation, the more emotional I got. And so it's like, this is happening. And, I'm kind of working so hard to hold back my emotion here during this conversation. And eventually, towards the end of the conversation, it was kind of like, yeah, and, so I just thank you for listening. And, it's just something that means a lot to me. And then it was like, the dam broke and I just couldn't hold it in anymore. And this is so similar to what happens when we sing a ballad. Take like Gravity by Sarah Bareilles or Falling by Harry Styles. And you'll notice this is a great example. Both of these songs are a good example of that. The singer at the beginning is kind of holding back and really almost like talking, like kind of like downcastedly talking through their story, I'm in my bed, and you're not here, and there's no one to blame. You can imagine him sitting across from a friend and just being like, man, I messed up, and this is what I did, and this is how it affected me, and it's really emotional. Same thing with Sarah. Something always brings me back to you. It never takes too long. So it's kind of, they're getting into the conversation. It's hard to say. They're holding a lot in. And then eventually you get to the part in the song, typically a bridge or an ending chorus where it's like everything just comes flooding out of you and you can't hold it back anymore. Like, I got that feeling like I'll never see you again. And it just comes out. Same thing with Sarah when she says, down. It's like, here, finally. It's like, here it is. And so when you sing a ballad, remember that. At the beginning, your voice is really very quiet. It's going to hold a lot back. There's going to be some texture. It's totally okay if your voice breaks or if it cracks a little bit, because it lends itself to that natural kind of emotion that happens, when you tell someone really sensitive information. And then when you get to that part in the song, later in the song, you're going to be pushing a lot more. You're going to be pushing on your stomach and pelvic muscles. You're going to be projecting more volume. That texture and that breathiness is replaced with more of a clarity of tone. And then you just have this amazing yin-yang experience, and it comes off in such a real and genuine way. It makes people feel like they're really sitting and having a conversation with you where you were trying to say something hard, but finally you got it out. So try this in your next ballad and let us know how it goes. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us for more content just like this every week.